Hey guys, Serge here. Saturday, 25th, September 25th. I hope you guys are doing good. It was an awesome day here today. I hope it was great for you guys too. There's an interview that was dropped today by As Good as Gold Australia. The two brothers, Brian and Daryl. They have Alasdair Mcleod, and he's talking, the title says 32,000 billion reasons for gold to explode. That's like the global debt. So in any case, like, awesome info. It's an hour long. I mean, some people don't like long videos, so skip through it if you have to. But there is a ton of good information in here. Towards the end is the part I like the best. I'll get to it in a second. I love their logo, by the way, AG. Watch this. We're going to get into it. The desire for gold is not for gold. It is for the means of freedom. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Think about that for a second. The reason to want the gold is not so much to have the gold. It's for the means of the freedoms it brings you. And in the interview, you're going to hear one of the brothers, I think it's Brian, I'm not sure, and he says, the poor can't help the poor. And it makes a lot of sense. If you're dirt poor and you can't even fend for yourself, how the hell can you help your neighbor? Do you understand what I'm saying? So the goal of this, the goal of this stacking and all this is not to get rich quick. It's to protect yourself when all hell breaks loose. Now, looking at the way it's going right now, man, there's a couple of things that could start falling apart. China, is it a calculated failure? Probably. They're probably going to break it up and sell it for the parts. We're going to see who's going to take a bath on it. Probably those who put deposits on homes at $1.5 million are now going to be worth $200,000. I don't know. I'm talking in China now, like whatever yuans, and it doesn't matter. So anyhow, I'm going to bring you to the part that I like, and it's over here. Right here. Where I'm going to take you now, this is a segment where he's talking about keeping money in the bank and having your silver on somebody else's balance sheet. And he says that's a big no-no. Don't have your silver on somebody else's balance sheet, meaning SLV, being on the Crimex. Pardon me. So that's that little segment.
That is a no-no. You must not go there.
I'm quite sure.
You don't have to.
These are the two brothers.
You just have. Yeah, it's rather like a bank deposit account. It's not your money. You are owed it by whoever is looking after it for you, and they have it on their balance sheet. So that is important. In terms of anything else to consider in that one, yeah, I mean, I think that one thing that is important is that you don't tell people how much gold and silver you've got to hand.
You see, you don't tell people how much silver and gold you have. Why? Well, he's going to explain it.
Because for the very simple reason that you're laying yourself. I mean, just think about the conditions when fiat currency goes. I mean, there's going to be a lot of lawlessness.
When fiat currencies go, there's going to be a lot of lawlessness. Now, this is not G.I. Joe telling you. This is Professor of Economics Alasdair Mcleod. You know what I'm saying? It's not Crazy Jack there in his bunker with his camo gear. So he's telling you there's going to be a lot of lawlessness. This brings me to another point. In there, he talks about storing in insured vaults and blah, blah, blah. I disagree. I've said that before in comments. I think I've mentioned it in my videos also. I disagree with that because, I give an example. Let's say I'm in Canada. I store something in Switzerland. I'm a millionaire. And I store $2 million of gold in a vault in Switzerland, and Canada can't get their grubby little hands on it. It's all mine. All right. All hell breaks loose. Cannot leave Canada to get to Switzerland. Oh. How do I get my silver? Know what I'm saying? That doesn't help me much here. Yeah, but you're going to keep a couple of 100 ounces. Yeah, what if I need a couple of 1,000 ounces? They're not in my possession. I've made this analogy with a weapon the other day. If you're a legal gun owner and you go in a really bad neighborhood where you know people are getting shot at in the middle of the day in broad daylight, would you leave your gun at home or carry it with you? You're going to have it with you. Why? Well, security. What the hell is the metals? It's security till we get to the other side. And on the other side, when it revalues to whatever it is, I'm not telling you it's going to be billions, I have no clue. But when it revalues, then you use your metals as wealth. Then you're in a position to help others, to create opportunities for others to grow, to buy businesses, create a business, whatever. So listen to the little segment here. That's why, by the way, just to close off the brackets here, that's why I don't believe in storing metals outside of your grubby little hands. There are ways, and don't tell me, yeah, but what if somebody's sitting on a ton? Okay, cool. Don't tell me if you have a ton of just silver, the cheapest of the precious metals. You have a ton of silver, that's got to be over $1 million in USD. You're going to tell me you couldn't buy $50,000 less silver and drop $50K to build some sort of bunker somewhere on a piece of land you own that nobody knows about? For real. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's always ways. He just said you don't want your stuff on the balance sheet. You don't want them to know what you own. Okay. Well, if you stored stuff at the Swiss vault of precious metals, what, you say, don't look, I'm going to put a box here and you better insure it. Well, yeah, okay, what the fuck is in the box? I'm not going to insure a box if we don't know what's in it. Oh, well, I got 10 pounds of gold. All right, so Bob Smith's got 10 pounds of gold. Now they know. Got it? There's a crack somewhere. And if you tell me you buy all your silver online with a credit card, well, there's traces everywhere. So if they want, they know who's got it. But before they come and chase us for it, they're probably going to do something like they did in 33. And nowadays people are a little smarter than back then with all the information going around. I doubt many people are going to bring it in. So they're going to go after the vaults. They're going to go after the exchanges. They're going to go after those places first. The smelters, the mints, that's where they're going to go. So I don't trust parking it outside of where I can, within a very short period of time, access it.
So you've got to think in terms of personal security. Put that on top of the whole thing. So work out how you're going to deal with this.
How are you going to deal with it? That's part of what I just said. If it's in another town, another country, how are you going to deal with it? How are you going to bring your metals to you? How are you going to, and how do you bring them without anybody knowing? You're going to drop a ton of silver on a freight and, yeah, FedEx, it's a ton. A ton of what? Just a ton of heavy. Yeah. Do you understand? Whatever you have, go bury it somewhere. Go hide it. Don't hide it all in the same place. Go hide it. Spread it around. But within reach, so that within 5 minutes you have access to something, whatever happens.
And you don't you don't want anyone to know what your position is.
That's it. Keep your mouth shut.
That has to be kept very, very quiet. So I'm not going to tell you how much money I've got and how much I've
These are the two brothers. I'm not sure Brian and Daryl, or Brian and Daryl, I'm not sure. But anyhow, really, really cool channel. I've mentioned them before. Guys, go sub to them. They're not Chicken Littles. You've heard me before. I don't like the Chicken Littles, the sky is falling bullshit. I don't like that. But I like to get an honest picture of what's going on. And these guys are pretty sharp. I really like their view, and they're in Australia, so it gives us a glimpse into what's going on down there. So I hope you guys got something out of this. If you did, leave a comment, guys. I like to chat about this stuff. All right, cheers. Sorry, Joe.